Thunder thighs, do I have a story for you guys? Whoa, dude. Freaking look at that. I've been here since I rode the Dackety 959 Pringle, and that's new. Is that gonna be a road? That's very bizarre. Not bad, just bizarre. I'm actually heading this way because I saw a house like high up on a mountaintop. I decided I'd be a friendly neighborhood stalker and try to find out where it is, because I saw it from like way down the ground. I was like, I've never noticed that house before. I'm trying to find it. Oh no, water's the worst. Oh no. Okay, alright, done complaining. Seriously, I am not gonna complain in this video. It's all about good things. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's a story. This is just a story, okay? But it's a fresh story. It happened last night, and it's very platonic. I'm sorry for the distractions, guys. One of these might be the houses. It's probably a house up here in a cul-de-sac. I can't tell what house is the house. It could be this one. It looks like it looks over down through the trees. That might be it. I don't know. Look at that freaking huge freaking pumpkin. No more distractions. Here's the story. Last night, I was streaming on Twitch like I do every night, 8 p.m. Central Time, and then came along this big fellow whose name was something like Deadpool TV on Twitch in the chat, and he spammed the stream. When someone donates $100, this thing happens. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing that everyone loves. A hint of sarcasm, where if you donate $100, the whole screen just gets taken over by Shrek, and then it plays the Shrek song in an ear rape. Now it sounds bad, but for anyone who's seen it, trust me, it's beautiful. It's a wonderful thing. But here's the thing. Deadpool TV, or John as I know him now, didn't do that once. He did that multiple times. Now here's how it started. He did one for fun. He did a second one, who knows why, something's wrong with him. He said, what would you do if I gave you $1,000? And I said, I don't know. What would you want? And he says, I want to ride your bike when you come to Texas. And then I had to say, oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I can't afford to come to Texas because I need $1,000. And it all happened as I said it. I didn't realize that's actually a matter of fact. I planned out all of my trips for the next 2 months. I have several trips, and I quite literally could not afford the trip because I was about $1,000 short. Now that sounds very on the nose, but it was just such a coincidence. And I was like, dude, if you gave me $1,000, I would come to Texas for the Texas Motovlogger meetup this year, and then you could ride my bike. And so then, of course, instead of donating $1,000, he donated 100 and 100 and 100, so that there was a continual shrekkening, as I call it, in my ears. Wow. Wow, look at that house. It's like straight out of the 80s in Los Angeles. I'm very happy to say that he was very pleased at my discomfort and redness of my face and possible blood coming out of my ears. Everyone who watched was having a great time too. I had a great time too. It was really fun. I like streaming. But he donated $1,000 and I'm freaking excited. I'm going to Texas now. I'm going to the Texas Motovlogger meetup. If you guys don't know about the Texas Motovlogger meetup, it's a huge motorcycle meet for motorcycles and just fans of motorcycles and motovloggers. Motonocity hosts it usually every year down in Texas, and now it's going to be in November. I believe it is November still 11th or 12th. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'm such an idiot, but I'll have the link, everything in the description. This is a nice cul-de-sac. I think I'll keep it. The link for it is in the description for the event. If you guys want to go, you don't have to be a rider. You don't have to own a bike. You don't have to come up on a motorcycle. You can just show up and hang out. There will, though, be a motorcycle ride. I was on a cul-de-sac. I didn't know that. Look like an idiot going through these cul-de-sacs. But if you guys are near Texas, I'm not sure about what city it's in. Again, the link for that event is in the description. But if you guys want to come, I will be in Texas for the Motovlogger meetup, and you can come hang out with me and several other motovloggers, and if you have a motorcycle, go for a ride with us. I'm so freaking happy about it because I wanted to go to Texas. I've been planning to all year, and then came, you know, budgeting for the rest of the year, and then this is going to sound really dumb, but Texas apparently was not on my priorities or availabilities for things. I have good excuses that I don't think I need to divulge to you, which I could if I needed to, but the moral of the story is I just couldn't afford to go to Texas. I was like, I need $1,000 to do all of that. And then, like, the next day, 2 days after I did the budgeting, he comes along, John, mystery freaking Deadpool, and says, no, you're going to Texas and I'm gonna ride your motorcycle. And I'm like, fine. It's just like one of those things. I didn't think it was gonna work out. And then surprise, it worked out. You're going to Texas. Freaking heck yes. And of course, despite what he may want, I wanted to thank John personally, because it was a really nice thing that he did, and I'm just so happy that I get to go. Even if he rides my bike and even if he wrecks it, still very nice. So happy. So that was kind of quick, but I do have another short story for you guys. It's also a good story that I'm sure a lot of you wanted to hear. If you follow me on Instagram, a lot of you will have seen a video of me in the back of a police car. The video was, you know, my phone camera looking through the cage up to the passenger or driver's seat where the cops were driving, and they were like on the radio, I'm riding in the back. And I didn't say what had happened yet. I wanted to save it for an explanation for Finally Friday. So basically what happened is, and it's not at all you probably expected, I didn't expect it. I was walking out of the theater, and I just realized in the theater that I had lost my Jeep key. I had no idea where it was, but it was gone. I checked the seats and everything forever, and I couldn't find it. Anyway, I'm walking out to my Jeep, and as I'm walking out towards my Jeep, there's a cop car patrolling the parking lot. This cop car drives right by my Jeep and then hits the red lights. And I thought, oh no, he's braking right by my Jeep. And then the white lights came on, like he was gonna back up and get closer to my Jeep. I was like, oh no, what is it? Right as I'm walking up to my Jeep, he backs up to the Jeep. The window of the cop car rolls down, and I hear a voice say, Walter Rivik? Never been so unscared so quickly in my life. Did not expect that. And I was like, yeah, what's going on? I said, yeah, so funny story. I just lost my Jeep key and I can't get home. I mean, I could call someone to give me a ride to my house. I mean, I live 5 minutes away. I mean, I know you guys have better things to do, but I live 5 minutes away. So if you have 10 minutes, I have a spare key. You could take me home and pick it up. And he's like, let me check with my supervisor. And then I waited for like a minute, and he got out of the cop car, opened the back door and said, get in. So I got in, I got a ride, and it was freaking funny. And of course I appreciate it. It was freaking super convenient. He just happened to roll up the moment I had lost my key and my Jeep was gonna be stuck there. And as I was sitting in the back and looking up at the cop computer, the computer they have in the middle of the car up there, and it always has stuff on it, the first thing I saw on it up in the upper left corner in bold letters was assist the public. I was like, I see you're still on duty. Anyway, it's just a fun story that obviously, you know, didn't expect to happen. I wasn't recording anything, but I wanted to tell you about it after the fact. I wanted to thank the officers who took time out of their busy day to pick me up. I wish I could have recorded it. I wish you could have seen it. I may have the story wrong. I heard, you know, garble on the radio. So a motorcycle that was running away from the police lost his jacket as he was running away. And then another motorcycle came up, picked the jacket up off the ground, and then went up to the officer and said, you know, like, hey, you give this back to the guy you're chasing, something like that. And then we all laughed in the car. Whatever it was we heard on the radio was funny, something like that. I may have messed it up, but hey, a little detail of the story. Oh yes, one other super very important thing, guys, okay? This is important. I almost forgot because I had so many good stories, but this is good news too, okay? I'm going to be in Colorado Springs again next weekend, and I'm gonna have a mini meet. As I'm recording this, I don't have the details. The only thing I know is that it's gonna be on the night of October 28th. That's Saturday night. I don't have the address right now as I'm speaking, but I have it now in the video, and it's also gonna be in the description. If you guys are in Colorado Springs and wanna come to a mini meet, I'm gonna be there in a couple weeks. That's one of my trips. So, if you wanna meet me, please come to Colorado later this month, or come to Texas later next month. There will be a couple meetups for you to go to, and the links for all that stuff is in the description. And if you want to follow me on Twitch for those fun times, please follow me there. The link to that is in the description. But guys, I'm so happy about all the good news and the good things. And that's just some of the trips. But thank you guys for watching. I'm so happy to share some good news with you. Thank you, John. Thank you to the Polizei. I got a record mode on Monday right now for when I'm gone in Colorado, so you guys still have a video to watch. But I'm done. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Bye.